When I walked through the doors of Tammy's Treasures, I knew immediately this is gonna be really good, but I didn't know it was gonna be this good. In Longview, and I just stopped at a pawn shop, and stay tuned to the end of the video. I'm going to show you what pieces I found in there, but first I do have to show you this beauty. Look at this incredible piece. It caught my eye from literally across the room. It's got this beautiful bright turquoise stone with black veining through it, and this is 14 karat gold, and it has these two tiny little diamonds in there. It is such a beautiful artisan piece. Now I did get this one for myself for now, and eventually I will resell it. That's the beauty of being a vintage reseller, is you get to enjoy things for a while. The owner gave me a really good deal on this one, so I'm gonna rock it for the summer, and then I'll probably be selling it this fall. Now we're here at Goodwill, so that's gonna be our first stop.
This Goodwill here in Longview is a different chapter than the ones in our Portland metro area. A lot of you guys might recognize this layout. It might look a little bit more like the Goodwills in your area. Unfortunately, that's also one of the reasons why I don't find very many things here. But I am a firm believer that you don't know unless you go, and I think that's the fun in thrifting, is you never know what you're gonna find. I love putting together collections of brass candle holders. This one's a little bit large and it doesn't have the price tag on it, and sometimes that means you have to wait in line for quite a while to find out, so I'm going to pass on that one. I've been hunting for the perfect basket to put my little rolled up Turkish towels in for our guest bathroom upstairs, so I think I'm going to pick this up. It's only $2.99. I'm not a big Pyrex person. In fact, I'm actually not even sure if this is Pyrex. I can't quite read. Yeah, I think that says Pyrex. But I thought that this was a really cool pattern. I like the color on it and those little sunflowers. I know some of these patterns can be very valuable, but I don't know enough. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that for someone who really loves Pyrex. One thing I always pick up are little teak bowls. This one's only $1.99, so I'm definitely going to grab that one. I have sold these sets of these cactus glasses several times before. I think I'm going to pass on them today because they're $2.99 each, but I do think that these are adorable and they look so cute set up in a little bar area. I'm on the hunt for a couple new cast iron pans. I only have one right now, and I do have a Dutch oven that Michelle just gave me. But I'm wanting to pick up a few more because I have been cooking a lot. But $19.99, oof, that's a little steep. I think I'm going to pass on that. I do love these rustic clocks, but I try to get the ones that have the more modern numbers on them, not these more traditional ones.
Not much inside that Goodwill for me. This is probably one of the Goodwills I find the least amount of things. I have actually walked out of here empty-handed several times, but I did get two things. I got this adorable little basket for $2.99. These look so pretty, putting little towels in them and having them on your bathroom counter. And then this little genuine teak bowl. I love the shape on this one. I thought it was really neat. And you could also use this as a spoon rest. So see how it's got this little leaf part of the design right there? I thought it would be great if you have a a spoon that you're dipping into something and you don't want to get that onto your countertop or maybe your kitchen table, you could rest it here in this bowl and have the handle kind of rest right there. So I thought that'd be cute. And this one was only $1.99.
These are my favorite Turkish towels. I use these in my bathroom and my guest bathrooms. I also have some of the full-size towels, and I will go ahead and link these in the description for you guys because I know I've had a lot of people ask me, where do you get your towels? They're one of the only things that I buy new.
Now we're gonna head to the downtown area, and there are several of my favorite little shops there. There's a couple vintage shops and a thrift store.
These are my favorite kind of stores because they're kind of a combination between a thrift store and an antique store or vintage shop. This one is especially great because it's so large. I am always in the mood for Southwestern decor. It's always something I'm drawn to. This piece here was only $10, which is a great example of how this felt more like a thrift store. I feel like this probably would have been like $3.99 or $4.99 at Goodwill, but at a regular vintage shop, it probably would have been $30 or even $40. Score! I love when I'm panning the shot and then all of a sudden I see an awesome item that I have to zoom in and swoop up. This piece is so great. It is by Homeco and it's got all the critters in the Tree of Life, and it is only $3.25. That is an amazing deal. I think I've seen these on eBay and Etsy for roughly around $60 to $75. I live in the Pacific Northwest and we don't really use our umbrellas even though it rains all the time. But this is probably one of the cutest mid-century umbrella stands that I've come across, so I'm gonna pick that one up. And it's only $10. This shelf unit here looks a lot like the Milo Bauman one I've been on the hunt for years. One way you can tell it's not is it's got the exposed screws on the outside. See what I mean about the pricing? This brass vase is only $3, and at Goodwill that would be $4.99 or maybe even $6.99. Another one for $3, and then this beautiful swan dish for only $4. That is really great pricing. This bronze Brutalist ballerina is so beautiful. I'm not quite sure if this is a vintage piece or not. The base looks like it might be newer, and it's $20. But sometimes you gotta splurge for the good pieces. My husband Jesse is working on decorating his office right now, and he loves vintage clocks, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and pick this one up for him to see if he wants it. And then if he doesn't, I can always sell it in my shop sale. And this is a great little teapot. It is a handmade piece. It's only $7. I love the little abstract designs here on it. These are great for when you're having tea alone and you want a few extra cups of hot water with you. It is all about the shape, and this vintage purse has great shape on it. I'm not sure if this is alligator. It looks like the texture on it's a little bit small, possibly to be alligator, but it's a beautiful handbag and it's only $20. Pretty sure this is from the 1950s or 60s. The cart is getting full. This is beginning to be a great day. These are so great in front of a fireplace. They've got magazine rack, but I've typically seen people have these in front of their fireplace with logs stacked on them. This piece is really stunning. Look at all of this hand painting. It's got 2 dancing foo dogs on it. $200. I feel like that's a really great price for something that would be such a statement. This is probably the biggest brass vase I've seen. Is that $10 or $1,000? If that's $10, I'm getting it. I think that's $10. Either way, I'm going to put it in the cart and we're going to ask up front. And then there's this big copper one. Oh, it's got lots of dents in it. Lion door knockers pot for only $5. You know it. You know I'm getting that. My sister's looking for some furniture for her back covered patio. I thought this might be kind of cute. She's going to go for a little bit of a jungle vibe. What on earth are these things? They look like some kind of a measuring tool. It says 1. What is this for? They all seem to say 1. You guys, what are these? Some reason they're making me want to do some kind of a DIY with them. No penguin ice buckets. They're haunting me. Here's another one of these things. What the heck? It says an oar lock. Oh, is it go on a boat? And then you put your oars in them? That's pretty cool. That fooled me for a split second. I don't even know what I was thinking, but I thought that was something cooler than it was. I keep trying to get my husband to let me get one of these. I feel like it would be so fun having a game night. Oops, didn't quite stay on track. Don't worry, I picked it up. This is a cute little wooden vase. It's got a flower etched on the front of it. I wonder if that's even what it's supposed to be. It looks like it is supposed to be a vase. It is $12. I love that they put rare on the sticker. I guess it is rare. I've never seen one before. I typically don't pick up very much chalkware, but I really love this bird, and there's a matching one down below. You guys, the struggle is real trying to film and shop with only 2 hands. They're only $18 for the pair, and they're in really great condition. I think that they are very fun, so I'm going to grab both of them. And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for. What was hiding behind the basket on the back shelf of the store? This incredible mid-century Hager kitty candle holder. And it's only $2.95. Like, how is that possible? Why would they sell it for $2.95? How are they going to make any money on it? Happy dance, happy dance. Blanco glass owl bookend. I am so thrilled that I decided to stop in here today. Now let's head to the thrift store, which is just a block away. This store is definitely a true thrift store. There's not a ton of great items in here, but the pricing is really good. This needlework is only $2. It's in really great condition. I can't believe how many hours somebody spent making that. This looks like a handmade plate. It is artist signed, maybe Uber on the back, Uber. It is only $1 and it's got a cool wolf in the design, so I'm gonna grab that one. I am feeling this lamp. I love all of the colors, the design in it, the texture. Based on the cord, it does look to be vintage, maybe 80s or 90s. I'm not sure how old, but it's only $15, so I'm definitely gonna get it.
You guys hear me say all the time that I'm looking for Batosi and Lisa Larson pottery, but there are a ton of mid-century pieces that I've been looking for forever since I first started getting into mid-century modern, and this Hager piece is one of them. These are incredibly rare. Every time I've looked online to see if I can find one, there's usually not even one for sale anywhere. I've only seen a picture one time of this kitty in green on Instagram a while back, and I have seen it in I think orange and red before. These are candle holders, so you just add the candle there to the top, but honestly I don't see myself using him too much as a candle holder. He's just going to be a beautiful addition to my new bookshelf. Pretty soon I think my bookshelf is just going to be a collection of mid-century kitties. Have any of you guys ever found these Blenko glass owls before? They are very heavy, probably between 4 and 5 pounds, which is really great when you're looking for something to hold books on your bookshelf. You don't want something that's only about a half a pound or a pound, or it's not gonna hold your books. I was pretty sad that there wasn't a second one because it's always great when you find 2 bookends, but he is so cool that I feel like he doesn't even have to be used as a bookend. These glass ones are especially cool if you have light coming through them because they kind of reflect it across the room. What's so funny about this one is I had just seen this exact piece on eBay when I was looking for Scandinavian wall hangings. And this is actually made by Homeco, so it's made here in the USA, but it's got that very Scandinavian design with the little critters in the tree. You've got an owl, you've got some kind of a little fox, rooster at the top. You even have a cow in the tree. I'm sure that there is meaning and symbolism behind each of these little critters in the tree, but I actually don't know what it is. So if you do know the symbolism behind this piece, please let me know in the comments below. Some of my best childhood memories are the road trips my parents would take us on. And I remember when we went to the Grand Canyon and we went to Arizona and I got to see real cacti for the first time in my life. I was at a really impressionable age when we went on that road trip. And I think that that is where I first fell in love with Southwestern design, pottery, and textiles. And I'm very, very picky about which ones I pick up because as you can see, there was an entire shelf full of Southwestern designs. And what I typically do in that case is I like to just pick out my favorite ones and bring those home with me because I feel like you can mix in a little bit of Southwest with any style. I still have so much to learn about sculptural pieces. I'm very drawn to them. I think they're beautiful and timeless, but it's hard for me to tell the difference between an artisan piece and a piece that maybe was sold at Pottery Barn. And I'm not sure on this one. It did not have a signature. That's always the best thing to look for. If there is a signature on it, you're guaranteed it's going to be an artisan piece and not mass produced. But I was really unsure on this one. The bronze color was really beautiful, nice and heavy, but the base is just a wood block, and I feel like that's probably more commonly used in mass produced pieces. Either way, I thought she was so beautiful. I I really didn't want to leave her behind. The only thing I do on Facebook nowadays is belong to a lot of identification groups, and I don't currently belong to any for sculptural pieces. So I think tonight I'm gonna sit down, take some time, and see if I can find a Facebook group to join. If any of you guys already belong to a Facebook group for sculptures, please let me know in the comments below so I can join. Who is feeling the tropical vibes lately? They have been coming back in fashion for years. In fact, I don't even know if tropical has ever truly gone out of fashion. I feel like it just morphs into something different. And right now what I see being popular is kind of a twist on the Art Deco tropical mixed with Miami tropical. And this lamp was a definite for me. It was only $15 and the colors on it are stunning. I think that this is the easiest way to take a space that might feel a little too sterile and modern if you're into mid-century modern, and you want to add in a little bit of texture and color and pattern. Something like a statement lamp or a statement piece of art is a great way to go. It just really softens up the entire space and it adds kind of a fun, funky vibe to it. So rare that I find a vintage lamp with a vintage lampshade that I actually want to keep on it. I think this is the perfect color. It's got beautiful little beaded fringe, and I think that these little details here and the nice little folds look really good and interesting for it being so neutral, but it's actually got something kind of going on. And I feel like when you have this very dramatic bohemian look, you don't want something too contemporary or minimal. You really want something kind of eclectic like that. I was on the fence on this weed pot. I'm glad that I did pick it up though, because I think it's a really beautiful piece. It's very simple and neutral. It's got the artist signature there on the back. I feel like I say this over and over again, but I love to take these funky little weed pots and put them in a trio. Here's my little birdies. Look how colorful they are. I love that they've got all the different layers of paint. You know, they've got the pink and the blue and the gold painted across the top. These would be so beautiful if you were to have these flanking a mirror. I feel like it would look really good with a round mirror in the center. Or have you guys seen those pond mirrors before? I've seen them on Instagram before, and they're kind of funky shaped. I'll insert a picture. They've got a cool design. I feel like something like that would look really neat with those birds. It would look as though they were kind of just like on the side of the pond. Oh, that'd be cute. I cannot believe that I got this for $10. I think that this one's gonna be a keeper. I think it would be really beautiful with some dried flowers, having that next to a fireplace. It's a little bit big for putting on a bookshelf, obviously, but it's so big that it can stand alone on the ground by itself. I did like the copper one that was at the store next to it, but it had so many dents in it, and this one was just so beautiful because of all the floral etching. Love that. I can't believe I got that for $10. This guy is great. It's got lions all around it and it's got these nice feet. It's going to be such a great planter. Jesse is really into vintage clocks, so he was excited when I brought that one home. This one's going to make a beautiful vase. I probably wouldn't put water inside something like this unless you stuck a little test tube that fit inside there down there to hold the water. Otherwise, I think the water might damage the wood over time, but it would work beautiful with fake flowers or even dried flowers. I was really on the fence with this pelican dude, but I'm really glad that I got him because I think he's pretty cute. He'd be perfect for a beach house. Jean-Pierre, you're so cute. It is almost summertime, so I don't think I'm gonna need this right now, but this umbrella stand is gonna be wonderful for this fall. We have a couple umbrellas that we can put right there, so you walk inside the door, you've got a place to put them. And Mr. Kitty is looking gorgeous over here on my critter shelf. Pretty much what I'm using this bookshelf for right now is to display all of my little animals, and I think he's the perfect addition. Also, a lot of you guys have been asking me, what did I end up naming my amazing Greek horse? And what's funny is that I was incorrect. It was not a he. And it turns out it was a she, and I named her, are you ready for it? Artemis. Oh. I recently adopted this one, and I believe that it is a ram. And on the bottom, it is signed Pam. And so the original owner and I decided we're gonna call her Pam the Ram. She could be an elephant. I don't know, what else could it be? I think it's a ram. I think it's Pam the Ram. The most amazing critter that I got today, you have to wait for part 2, which is coming at you soon. I hate to do this to you guys, but today was so epic. This was just the beginning of my day in Longview. So stay tuned and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss when it drops. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. If you want to shop my vintage finds, I list my brand new vintage the first Friday of every single month on my website, leftcoastrevivals.com. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's at leftcoastrevivals. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe. I know it's cheesy, but it helps my channel a lot, and I am super grateful for all the support. I will see you guys in a brand new adventure next week.